Hey guys, welcome back to Board Watch. I'm Brian.
Lisa.
Justin. All right. We just literally watched episode 3. We don't really need too much of pre-episode talk for episode 4, so let's just get right into it. Los Gates.
Und was, wenn das, was aus der Vergangenheit kommt, durch die Zukunft beeinflusst wäre? Tick-Tack. Tick-Tack.
So far, the musicality for the show has been pretty good.
Yeah.
The music's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, they really love like thuds. Like every scene is like ending.
Yeah.
Ich wollte für die Praxis nochmal schnell zu Papa sagen.
Okay, dann bringe ich Elisabeth zur Schule. Ich will nicht, dass sie allein geht.
Alright. Who are you guys banging? Everybody's banging somebody. It's usually not your spouse in this show.
Wo ist mein roter Lippenstift? Vielleicht kannst du die beiden da oben verarschen. Mit deinen runden Kulleaugen und deiner mitleidserregenden Taubstimmnummer. Aber mich verarschst du nicht.
Ich muss es ihm sagen.
Wem musst du was sagen?
Ich muss es ihm sagen. Es muss aufhören. Es muss aufhören. Es muss aufhören.
Was muss aufhören?
Tick-Tack.
Und nun alarmiert ein weiterer Vermisstenfall die Bürger der Stadt. Der 11-jährige Mickel gilt seit 2 Tagen als vermisst.
Is Eric not gonna become Barb and nobody cares that Eric is also still missing?
This isn't Stranger Things. You said it's more like It.
It's getting Stranger Things. We got 2 missing people, but everybody else seems to care about one.
Wer ist das? Ihr macht was? Na dann. Diese Flecken auf dem Gefieder habe ich schon mal gesehen. Vor 33 Jahren. Als wäre das alles schon mal passiert. Die Kinder, die Vögel. Irgendwie gehört das alles zusammen. Ich weiß nur nicht wie.
All right.
Yeah. I jump easy.
Irgendjemand muss was wegen dem toten Jungen erzählt haben. Was soll ich denn da jetzt antworten?
Ist unklar?
Hell is the deal with this guy's
Wieso?
eye?
Ich möchte, dass du nochmal durch die Vermissten-Datenbank gehst. Diesmal nehmen auch ältere Anzeigen auf. Vielleicht ist er ja schon lange verschwunden. Überprüfe die letzten 15 Jahre, okay?
Charlotte Doppler. Ist das eine private Frage oder eine berufliche?
Macht es einen Unterschied? War er hier am Montag?
Ist nicht nötig. Ich habe ein astreines Gedächtnis verschwänzt. Peter ist das gleich kaum wie eine eingelegte Gurke. Das fühlt sich komisch im Mund an, aber das wissen Sie
War
wahrscheinlich.
er am Montag hier oder nicht?
Nein, er war schon seit über einem Jahr nicht mehr. Wenn, dann holt er sich das, was er jetzt braucht, woanders.
Told you Peter was fucking somebody. I was like,
Separate bedrooms.
he's getting some from somewhere.
He said, dude said hadn't been there in over a year.
So he's got a new one then. Maybe it's over.
All the families are connected into great web of fuckery.
Just literally fuckery.
Ja,
Halte dich fest. Der Vogel hat das Gleiche.
hat was.
Geplatzte Trommelfälle auf beiden Seiten.
Was soll der Scheiß?
Was ist das?
Das ist Geld, du Spack. Das ist mein Geld.
Und woher hast du so viel Geld? Vertickst du Drogen? Warst du deshalb oben bei den Jungen?
Ich mein Geld verdiene, geht dich einen Scheiß zu an.
Was willst du damit machen?
Was ich damit will? Ich will raus aus diesem scheiß verlogenen Loch. Vorne nur freundliches Lächeln, aber eigentlich lügen sich alle nur an.
Du bist doch nicht anders. Du hast eine auf brave Einsatzschülerin, aber das bist gar nicht du. Vielleicht fängst du mal damit an, die Wahrheit zu sagen.
Du willst die Wahrheit? Okay. Meine Eltern schlafen seit einem Jahr in getrennten Betten. Meine Mutter hat rausgefunden, dass mein Vater in Wirklichkeit auf Schwänze steht. Die Ehe ist kaputt und niemand spricht es aus.
Why not in the girls' locker room?
I've done it in weirder places.
Anyone shocked?
Yeah, I saw that coming. Really spooky.
No, I'm just saying shocked about you doing it in weirder places.
Ich wollte Elisabeth abholen.
Ich dachte, die wurde schon abgeholt.
Was?
Frau Clemens ist krank. Heute war nur bis 14 Uhr Unterricht.
I was about to be real pissed at the episode.
You're like, not right there.
I was like, don't you stress me out like this.
Wer hat dir das geschenkt? Ich will wissen, wer dir das geschenkt hat. Wer ist Noah?
Der uns leitet durch die Dunkelheit. Wie gerne würden wir unser Schicksal kennen, wohin es uns führt. Doch die Wahrheit ist es, gibt nur einen Weg durch alle Zeiten. Vorherbestimmt durch den Anfang und das Ende.
Ich muss ihn stoppen.
Wen stoppen?
Noah.
Du musst Yasin sein. Noah schickt mich.
Who is Noah?
That is the question. You hear a lot about Noah in the last 5 minutes of the
gosh.
episode.
Okay.
Clearly, Grandpa knows so much more than
Wild theory.
Why is he not?
Okay.
Noah is Mads.
Noah is Mads.
Yes. I think maybe, just maybe, we are seeing a battle of like time manipulation between Mikhail and Mads.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if Mikhail got thrown back like, what was it, 33 years?
33 years, yes.
Then Mads got thrown back 33 years.
To 1953.
Yeah.
Okay.
So perhaps he's in 2019 as an older man. Like a much, much, much older man.
Mads is?
Yes,
or,
Mads.
Okay. Mads is a much older
And
man.
I think Mads is the one like manipulating time. And I think he's also the watchmaker that we saw in the 80s. Because I feel like the narration at the beginning mentioned things from the future influencing the past.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like I'm convinced that Mikhail is that one guy who just drew on the map.
Stranger person.
Which would mean that if Mads still hasn't shown up, then he must have gotten thrown back. Because I was thinking maybe that he had gotten thrown forward and then Mikhail got thrown back. But maybe
why is Mikhail
also
going into Jonas's room? If you're thinking he's the stranger, why is Mikhail going into Jonas's room writing on the map?
I think he's trying to help him find the crossing.
Okay.
Because that's what
it says. Where's the crossing?
Whatever his dad was working on, he hadn't figured out that piece of the puzzle, the crossing.
Okay.
And maybe Mikhail went in there and is helping him out because we know the stranger, Mikhail, but sure, the stranger is like he's trying to do something because he's got all those conspiracy streams timed together. So he's trying to solve some type of thing or at least guide people into something. And so, like, I feel like he's trying to help
Jonas go
from a
back
distance.
into time, back to...
For whatever reason, he can't come and directly help them, so he's trying to manipulate things from the outside, looking in.
Okay. Lisa?
Well, no. I was going to say, what would keep him from coming forward, though? I mean...
how
young Mikhail
it would be
forward?
unbelievable. Yeah. It would be unbelievable first.
Well, yeah, but him going back in time was unbelievable.
But no one else knows that. No one would believe it.
Yeah.
And all this, you got like a hypersensitive town full of adults, kids going missing. Yeah. This dude shows up and says he's Mikhail. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, let's lock him up, and then that might stop whatever work he's trying to do. So maybe he's thinking it's best I'll just stay back and leave breadcrumbs to send people into the right direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlotte stealing the photo, the wildlife video, finding out that her husband's car was on the road around 10:30 or like
somewhere.
It showed that Mikhail went missing between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m. She scanned through the video, saw her husband's car.
I guess it was kind of they didn't explain how far away his office is. Because technically, it's possible he didn't actually lie to her. Because he said he worked until around 10.
Did you also notice the stuff that was inside the car and the stuff that was around the car? And
but I'm saying he did say he was working until around 10.
He did, yes, he did say till
so
around 10.
In theory, he could have been
not necessarily lying.
Yeah, not necessarily. Like maybe
just
half
truth, withholding some information.
Yeah.
Okay. And you did make the prediction in the previous episode that Charlotte was the one that was going to be putting a lot of this together.
Yes. I'm still sticking by that, along with Jonas.
Charlotte and Jonas are the main ones that are going to figure everything out.
Seems like it.
Yeah, because she broke into... It looked like an old Doppler like cabin or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because it said Doppler on the handle. I saw that.
Yep.
Then why was her husband there?
I think the Dopplers clearly know more than they've been letting on.
Definitely.
Because her husband does have like some secret that I don't think involves his sexual preferences.
Yeah.
And
then his dad clearly knows.
Yeah.
Something.
Helga.
Yeah.
Well, Helga seems to know exactly who Noah is.
Yeah,
too.
he's like, we gotta stop Noah.
He mentioned Noah by name, so he also knows. The reason why I think Mads is Noah is because the candy wrapper.
Okay.
The rappers.
Oh.
Because their mom said that was his favorite, and she said she found it in the woods. That his favorite candy bars was that specific one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think Mads is still alive, and he's old, a very older man, but
okay. And Noah gave Elizabeth a pocket watch.
Yes.
That said for Charlotte.
For Charlotte. So somebody gave her that presumptively like a gift.
But it was already hers, and so that was like hers before.
Further me thinking it is Mads, because Mads was from that time period when she would have been gifted that. So would have known like whose it was.
Yeah.
And we don't know like who was Charlotte with before, Peter.
Yeah.
Could have been Mads.
Like a high school crush kind of thing.
Yeah. Could have been a gift from Mads. So, I don't know.
Although Mads was a little younger. Mads would be around the age of...
Oh, that's right. Mads is younger than Ulrich.
Is younger than Ulrich, but yeah. He's in touch.
Allergies, man.
Yeah.
I'm sticking by, I think.
But being younger does not predispose you from not being attracted to someone that's older.
That's true.
Hannah and Ulrich.
That's true. All right, at the very least, Mads knows all these people, so it makes sense if Mads is behind all this that he would know about that pocket watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think it's people just trying to get back to their own times? Like Mads is doing all this stuff to try and...
I don't know so much anymore, because who knows what happened along the way where whatever happened.
Okay.
Because if this is like a battle between Mads and Mikhail, then it stands like Mads must have some agenda beyond just simply trying to get back to his own time period. I think maybe he's given up on that, because it seems like Mikhail has given up on that, if that is him. Okay.
So again, we're going off the assumption
that this is all off the assumption that's Mikhail.
Okay.
So, there's definitely a lot of bigger questions going on here, but it feels like these time travelers are doing something different than just simply trying to get back to their own times.
Yeah.
Cool. Lisa?
I do like your theory on Stranger being Mads.
Or Stranger being Mikhail.
Stranger being Mikhail, yes. That makes...
And
that does
Noah...
tie in a lot of...
Yeah, Noah is a completely new... Like, they just threw Noah out there.
Yeah.
Do you think we have seen Noah, or you
Yes.
think Matt...
We have seen Noah.
Okay.
You think so?
The Clockmaker.
You think the Clockmaker...
In 86.
So you think the Clockmaker is Mads, is also Noah?
Yes.
Okay.
Which means he maybe made that clock for Charlotte.
Mind blown.
Okay. So Clockmaker made the thing for Charlotte. Okay.
Yeah. And it's Mads.
This is gonna have a crazy freaking revelation when this all comes together.
I'm probably like so far off, but it makes just enough not sense for it to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
You deal with time traveling. Who the
this is all on film. You
None of this
you
makes
can go
sense.
back and watch it and either brag or just be like, man.
Man, I was well.
So.
Yeah, it was well.
All right, cool. Anything else that sticks out to you in that episode?
Well, I guess this actually happened in the previous episode, but I didn't think about it until this episode, we now know Mikhail does know that he time traveled.
Right.
Younger Mikhail.
Yes.
He is very aware that he is no longer...
He told Ines
Yes.
Convald, he's like, I'm from the future.
Yes.
Now, she just looked at the comic book and it was just like, oh,
He's
the
a
word
kid named
future,
Goofy.
it's the English word for future. It didn't say Zukunft, which is
Which
the German.
supports my theory
Right.
that he is the stranger.
Okay.
Because he clearly now knows that he did time travel.
He knows he's a time
He's
traveler.
very aware that he is not in his time period anymore.
Okay.
And he's now run away, so maybe he'll... Because he's off on his own again.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else. The Charlotte's daughter, the older one.
Francesca?
Yeah.
Drugs. Or possibly drugs.
Possibly drugs.
Getting shit tons of money in a random box in the forest.
Pretty sketch.
She's just like, I just want to get out of here. Everyone here is fake.
Makes sense. Makes
Definitely
sense.
a lot of drama. Small town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone's got secrets, and
Yep.
and as Magnus was quick to point out, being like, "You got secrets too, honey."
You're lying too. Everybody lies. So you kind of have to, because everybody's in each other's business. So you got to be real paranoid, I guess, about your dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're 40% of the way through the first season, so still kind of in the build-up phase. A lot of exposition, but things like every time you get like one question answered, like a couple more, it'd be like, "Who the fuck is Noah?"
Now all of a sudden, everybody knows Noah but me. Like, I'm like, did I miss something?
It kind of has that, like, that was something that we would always say when we were watching Westworld, being like, oh, one thing just got answered, but now we've got two more questions. You know, one question answered, two more questions, and it's just
very,
like
very discombobulating, to say the least. And so many characters.
But it's
every episode they've introduced like 3 more.
It's a good way to get you to want to watch the next episode.
It's
You're
true.
just like,
Yes.
wait, what?
I'm really glad that Ellie didn't go fucking missing.
Me
I
too.
couldn't handle another goddamn missing kid.
Right?
You know, my anxiety can't take that.
Because then it wouldn't be like Stranger Things, because then it would be 3 missing kids instead of just 2.
No! We've got a whopping 3 now. No, this is like, I mean, this is nothing like Stranger. It is on the surface, but really
very
it's
on the surface.
It's way, way, way different.
Yeah. It's a little darker.
Yes.
It's definitely darker.
Definitely dark, but like they're staying more in the realm of like something more scientifically possible, I guess.
Okay.
As opposed to throwing in the creatures and all that.
Right.
Stuff that
Yeah.
Stranger Things
Aliens
does.
from another
Aliens,
dimension.
yeah.
Whatever that is.
They are going for the realistic approach to it.
Yeah. That, maybe time can't necessarily actually be changed.
Yeah. I will just say this. I don't know if I told you before we started watching, but I'm pretty sure before they even filmed the first season, they were just like, we're doing 3 seasons and that's it. So like they have this entire story planned, season 1, season 2, season 3.
That
and
makes me happy.
Having watched season 2 already, it's starting to make sense, being like, yeah, one more season, like
feels like, okay, we're coming to the point of this narrative.
Yeah, it just keeps on just being like,
yeah.
You're like, wow, they really thought a lot about this, but this is just like...
No, that makes me happy because especially, I'm not a huge fan of usually time traveling in general.
Right.
Because I think, story-wise, it's just so hard to get it to a point without there being a billion plot holes.
Right.
With time traveling coming into play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that they're kind of like, instead of trying to drag this on for 8 seasons, you're like, well, wait.
Nothing.
If that happened, this happened in a different time period. Like, how does it?
Yeah.
It inevitably happens with time traveling films. That's why most of the time traveling things I like are more lighthearted, like Back to the Future and stuff like that, where I don't have to worry about the plot holes so much as I'm just like being entertained. Yeah. But if you're actually trying to make me think, I'm like, I'm gonna start poking holes in your time traveling.
Okay. Well, so far, like nothing too crazy.
No, yeah, it's going very well.
Cool. All right. I think that's a good point to end this episode. Until next time, Auf Wiedersehen.